Most people believe cheap cars are cheap for a reason. Weak engines, endless warning lights, and repair bills that quickly cost more than the car itself. That belief is usually correct, but it is not always true. Hidden inside the used and budget car market are a few rare models that quietly last for years, even decades, without draining your bank account. These are not the cars pushed by advertising or praised for gadgets. These are the cars people who fix broken vehicles every day choose with their own money. And once you understand why, it completely changes how you should buy your next car. Reliability today has less to do with brand image and more to do with engineering choices. Simpler engines, fewer electronic systems, and proven technology matter more than ever. Many modern cars promise efficiency and performance through complexity, but complexity often brings expensive failure points. In this video, we are focusing on cheap cars that avoid those traps. These are cars that stay on the road, cost little to maintain, and do not surprise owners with four-figure repair bills. We are not looking at what feels impressive in a showroom. We are looking at what keeps working year after year. Number 9 is the Toyota Auris. This car never had the popularity of the Corolla, and that is exactly why it is such a strong used buy. The driving experience is calm and predictable. It is comfortable rather than sporty, with soft suspension that handles rough roads well. Inside, the cabin is plain but logically laid out. Buttons are physical, screens are basic, and nothing feels overloaded with technology. Space is good for a small family, and the boot is practical enough for daily use. Ownership is where the Auris shines. The 1.6 petrol engine avoids turbos and complex systems, making it extremely durable. Parts are cheap, servicing is simple, and most examples live long lives with minimal repairs. The weakness is excitement. It is not fast, stylish, or particularly modern. Prices often sit under £3,000, making it one of the safest cheap cars you can buy. Number 8 is the Honda Jazz. On the road, it feels light, easy to drive, and stress-free. Visibility is excellent, and the ride is comfortable even at low speeds. The interior is simple but incredibly clever. Honda's seat design allows the Jazz to carry far more than its size suggests. Rear space is generous, and the boot adapts easily for everyday needs. Ownership is the real reason this car earns its place. The naturally aspirated petrol engines are famously tough, with many examples running past 200,000 miles. Maintenance costs are low, and breakdowns are rare. The downside is image. Many buyers overlook it because it feels dull. Used prices are still reasonable, and for buyers who value reliability over style, it is one of the safest choices available. Number 5 is the Mazda 3. This is one of the most balanced cars on the list. It drives better than most rivals, with sharp steering and a solid feel on the road. Comfort is good, and it feels stable at motorway speeds. Inside, the cabin quality is higher than expected, with a clean design and durable materials. Space is competitive, though rear visibility can be limited. The key strength is the naturally aspirated petrol engine. It avoids turbocharging and complex emission systems, which keeps long-term reliability strong. Rust can be an issue on older examples, so inspection matters. Prices are often lower than equivalent Golf or Focus models, making it an underrated bargain. Number 6 is the Ford Focus, but only in the right version. The driving experience is still one of the best in the class. It handles corners confidently and remains comfortable on long trips. The interior is functional, though older models feel dated. Space is good for families, and the boot is practical. The important detail is engine choice. The older 1.6 naturally aspirated petrol engine is reliable and easy to maintain. Newer turbocharged versions are best avoided. Ownership costs are low because parts are everywhere and cheap. The weakness is age. Most good examples now have high mileage, so service history is critical. Prices remain affordable, especially compared to newer alternatives. Number 5 is the Hyundai i30. On the road, it feels solid and calm, though not sporty. Comfort is good, especially for daily commuting. Inside, the design is simple but well built, with controls that make sense.
Space is generous and the boot is easy to use. Reliability is the headline feature. The 1.6 petrol engine is simple and durable, and many cars were sold with long warranties, meaning they were well maintained. Problems are usually minor and cheap to fix. The downside is personality. It does nothing exciting, but it does almost everything well. Used prices are attractive and running costs are among the lowest of any car on the road. Number 2 is the Skoda Fabia. This car focuses on function over style. It drives simply with soft suspension and easy controls. Inside, everything is straightforward and durable. Space is better than expected for a small car, and the boot is practical. The 1.2 MPI petrol engine is extremely reliable because of its simplicity. There are no complex systems to fail. Weaknesses include modest performance and basic interiors. Prices are low, insurance is cheap, and it's one of the safest choices for budget buyers. Number 1 is the Toyota Yaris. This car has earned its reputation the hard way through years of reliable service. It drives smoothly, especially in city traffic, with light steering and good comfort. Inside, the design is simple and durable. Space is limited compared to larger cars, but it works well for everyday use. Ownership is where the Yaris stands the rest. The naturally aspirated petrol engine is famously reliable. Many examples reach extremely high mileage with minimal repairs. Parts are cheap, fuel economy is strong, and failure rates are low. The downside is excitement. It will never feel special to drive. Used prices are fair, and long-term costs are among the lowest of any car on the road.
The biggest lesson from these cars is simple. Reliability comes from avoiding complexity. Turbos, dual-clutch gearboxes, and overloaded infotainment systems increase risk. Simple engines, proven designs, and physical controls reduce it. The best car depends on your needs, but if your goal is low-stress ownership, these models consistently deliver that outcome. How we choose best. The evaluation focuses on long-term ownership reality. Cars are judged by how often they fail, how expensive repairs are, and how well they age. Driving enjoyment matters, but it comes second to durability. Simplicity, proven engines, and real-world ownership experiences guide every choice. FAQs. Are these cars boring to drive? Some are, but boredom often means fewer breakdowns and lower costs. Should I avoid all turbo engines? Not all, but naturally aspirated engines generally last longer and cost less to fix. Is high mileage a deal breaker? Not if the car is known for reliability and has been serviced properly. Are cheap cars safe? Many of these models have strong safety records for their age. Cheap cars do not have to be risky. When you choose the right model, low price can mean smart ownership, not constant repairs. These 9 cars prove that reliability still exists if you know where to look. If this breakdown helped you think differently about buying a car, like the video, share it with someone shopping on a budget, and subscribe to Car Guide Hub for more clear, honest car advice. The smartest car choice is the one that keeps working long after the excitement fades.